With the new Gravity iOS application, we've now made it easier to share your introducer link with native sharing functionality.
Money. Money.
Can everyone hear me okay? Oh, okay, we are working, we're live now. Great. Welcome everyone, thank you for coming. Just give it a couple of minutes to let the last burritos be served and drinks be served. But quickly, while we're waiting on everyone to come in, quick show of hands, who's already downloaded the app?
Come on.
Amazing, everyone else you have to leave now. Only app users. How many people here have been following the Bitstocks journey and the Gravity journey for longer than a year? 2 years? 3 years? 7 years? Oh, there you go. There's a couple here. That's actually how long we've been going for. So we actually, your hand should have been up there. We actually incorporated way back in April 2014 as a predominant Bitcoin educational house. And I just explained to a few people in the room that to transition our business from its traditional model to what we're going to reveal and speak about today, it's kind of like having a Boeing 747 up in the air and trying to switch it into being a fighter jet without grounding the plane, right? But we've done it, and that's what today ultimately is about. Now, I'm gonna wait for my team to give me a thumbs up before I play a video. But the way that this is gonna play out, I've got a short video on building Gravity, and that's presented by the team. Really, you should see the faces of the individuals who are actually tasked with building it, because I know I've got a big mouth and I say a lot of stuff on Instagram and I say a lot of stuff on YouTube. I have ideas, I'm just like a spark plug for an engine. My team are the ones who are tasked with actually building it. So without them, we have nothing. So before I get started and start speaking about really what this is about, what the mission is, reveal some stuff, what the next stages are, I want to give a few minutes dedicated to my team. So if I get a thumbs up, we good? Sure? Great. Okay. 3 minutes. Please enjoy.
We've been focusing on 3 major tasks at Bitstocks this year: our Gravity iOS app, our upcoming NFT platform with Gravity ID, and changing our internal processes to maximize the input of customer feedback to improve the overall customer experience and deliver our community with a product that is truly made by the people for the people. Our new iOS app is the culmination of a lot of time spent researching, designing, and testing the user journey for all the different ways our customers may wish to use Gravity. We've considered everything we wanted to improve from our web-based platform to bring you the seamless experience you've come to expect within a beautifully designed, easy-to-use application that's ready for mainstream adoption. The team is so proud to be launching this updated version of Gravity. Not only can you buy, sell, and store Bitcoin, but you can also now instantly trade crypto such as Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, and EOS. We've also added in-app notifications, pot creation to separate your investments, and easy social media sharing of your introducer's link.
Our journey to bring you all the Gravity iOS app started back around early 2020, when we used the national lockdowns to take the time to pause and reflect on the brand and our marketing. We realized that we needed to make the benefits of Bitcoin technology accessible for the everyday individual, not just for those already in the industry. We changed our strategy to make our podcasts, blogs, and social media more relatable and give real-life examples of how Gravity can be used. Our new iOS app is 7 years of industry knowledge all put into one simple experience. At the moment, Gravity's core function is to buy, sell, and store Bitcoin and trading of cryptocurrencies. But with the next stages of Gravity, we aim to show the world what can be done when you build on top of Bitcoin technology.
The next milestone for Bitstocks will be the joint launch of our NFT platform and Gravity ID. NFTs are truly taking Bitcoin mainstream. We are creating a peer-to-peer marketplace for NFTs, rare digital items, and Bitcoin collectibles, allowing you to buy, sell, and discover digital artworks. Gravity ID is the future of how people will access online services, one where people don't need to hand over their personal information to large corporations. It's an online experience as seamless as signing in with Google or Facebook, except that you are in complete control of your data. Using Gravity ID, you will be able to create an avatar and a universal payment handle to utilize across your Bitcoin wallets, as well as buying, selling, and sharing your NFT collection all in one place. With Gravity, the message we want people to take home is that the true long-term latent potential in individuals using blockchain technology is self-sovereignty. Our Gravity iOS app and our plans with NFTs and Gravity ID aim to shift the power back to the people, allowing everyone to have complete control of their property and data.
Right. Yeah, you can clap, you can clap. So, first I just want to say again, everyone, huge thank you for coming and showing support, especially those who've been here pretty much since the beginning and continuing to support. Now, this journey and this road that we're on, there's a couple of clues in that video, right? There are two applications we're going to speak about today. The first of which you can download today, you can utilize. It is the ability to buy and sell crypto, right? But anyone here who's been watching our YouTube content, watching the content that I put out via my Instagram, will probably already know that we're not any normal, traditional cryptocurrency company. This all started because I had a bee in my bonnet about the banking system, right? Growing up as a kid, I had aspirations to work in the banking system. To be honest with you, kind of more investment banking, hedge funds, but I didn't have the credentials, I didn't have the accolades. My teachers also told me that you don't have the credentials, you don't have the accolades. So I thought, screw it. I came across Bitcoin, understood it pretty much off the offset, but more as a monetary financial system. I was like, we are going to build our own bank. Fast forward about 3 years into that epiphany moment, I realized that the world has got Bitcoin completely, utterly wrong. And much of what this space stands for, we as an outfit and as a company don't resonate with. That is being anti-bank, anti-government, anti-establishment, and anti-big business. Now, anyone who's seen anything in the last 18 months, 2 years, will realize that we're on the cusp of anarchy, right? And if we're on the cusp of anarchy, and we have examples like, for instance, in the US, we had Portland, where they had the lawless zone, Chaz, that kind of, to me, visualized very perfectly and acutely what the Bitcoin crypto world ultimately has become. We tout and we promote and we scream that we don't want banks, we don't want government, we don't want anyone meddling with our affairs. But then when we don't have oversight, we don't have law, we don't have order, we have Portland Chaz. And we can coin things like DeFi, decentralization, blockchain. We can throw all these acronyms and all of these words around, but ultimately I'm going to tell you very plainly and very clearly. What Bitcoin is the first opportunity to truly make humanity honest. What it is a piece of paper that got digitized and made public. And along with that piece of paper that can record every single interaction on the planet, human to human, human to machine, or machine to machine, you need a pen to record those interactions, right? And this is the thing that everyone's running around. It's $44,000, $42,000, depending on how the market's fluctuating today. That diamond encrusted Cartier pen, that's called Bitcoin, that everyone says, I own one of these, give me my bragging rights. That piece of technology can only do 3 to 4 transactions a second. So simply, if I give you that piece of paper, and that's the blockchain, that's the network, that's what logs all of the interactions, and then I give you the pen as an artist, as a musician, and I say, draw me a Mona Lisa, or write me the next hit record, you will run out of money and because of fees before you've written your song or you've done your Mona Lisa. That technology that Elon Musk was touting as being the payment system of the world can do 350,000 transactions a day. And I'm sure you're more than aware there's in excess of 7 billion people on the planet, right? So that system, for whatever the majority of the space is talking about, doesn't work. The reason why that is because the very same banking system that many people in this space for the last 10, 12 years have said, we're going to change, we're going to influence, in fact, we're just going to boycott and replace, have set their sights on the world of cryptocurrency, and they have, for the most part, kept it stagnated from a technological standpoint. When people are making so much money, not understanding how they're making the money, it's very easy to cull a whole global industry, pump them with artificial steroids up to $2 trillion market cap, and steer them all into a pen. What we're doing is, how we address this and how we make and affect change is, we're taking our banking infrastructure that we are building here at Bitstocks with Gravity, and we're putting our financial ledger on top of the public ledger that is Bitcoin. Long and short of it is, it becomes an immutable public source of truth, which means for our institution, come Q1 next year, you will experience a banking-like experience, not too dissimilar to Monzo, but it'll be on the blockchain. The difference is you don't need to trust our institution that we have your capital. You'll be able to press a button and actually validate that we have your capital. That's the fundamental difference of building technology and infrastructure on opaque, secret-based infrastructure, or actually utilizing a public ledger. That then the experience that we want to deliver to every single one of you is stop trusting institutions, right? Actually be able to validate that your money is truly at that institution. So the serious stuff out the way, let's move on to the fun stuff and actually how it is that we've executed it, because all the things that we've spoken about on our YouTube channel, spoken about on our Instagram, all of our social media, we've highlighted a lot of the challenges in the world. We have a great series called the Site series, which is on our YouTube channel, really highlights all the banking issues, political issues, geopolitical issues, but more importantly, we also hint at the solutions. Not just hinting, my team for the last 2 years solid have been building solutions predicting that we will be in this very turbulent stage on the planet today where everyone is questioning the integrity of our institutions and our leadership. So we see Gravity as the solution. And what we have laid down, technically on Mondays when our app went live on the App Store, but I'm gonna say officially today because this is our event and we're partying. This is the first mark in the sand, right? The springboard that everything else can be built upon. So here's a couple of sections that you'll be able to play around with today with the Gravity app. We've got the ability to buy, sell, and store crypto. So as you kind of know, not too dissimilar from a Coinbase-like experience, just sexier. You have the ability to create your personalized pot. So just segregate your investments. You might have investments for your kids or for other individuals, or it might be for a car or a different purchase. So you've got the ability to segregate your assets and your investments. Security, we've been doing safe security here at Bitstocks since incorporation, so 7 years. We've had well in excess of 20,000 hack attempts, and I'm very proud to say that we had 0 breaches in 7 years, which is the most stellar record in crypto. And that is testament to David, who, if you get your hand up, you get props right now, David. No, you don't want the props. See, security. Price alerts, so just keep you notified, you know, crypto hits the price point when you're sleeping at night, you don't want to be notified. Gravity Introducers. Now, Gravity Introducers has a bit more of a real psychological underpinning and thinking behind it. It's kind of modeled off a rental property portfolio, how you build a rental property portfolio. So every single one of you, when you sign up for Gravity, there'll be an introducer section. That section, you generate your own link, and whoever signs up via your link, you will receive 20% of all proceeds throughout our whole ecosystem of that client indefinitely for a lifetime as your Gravity user. That will get paid into your account via Bitcoin SV on a daily basis. There are going to be additional tweaks we do to this model. I'm not going to say them right now because my team gets angry at me when I do that kind of stuff. But it's going to be a very important component of how we establish the consciously connected vibe and ecosystem here at Bitstocks with Gravity. This is the first event we was able to run since the whole pandemic started, but based predominantly around our Gravity Introducer program, we're aiming on doing very consistent and regular events out of this location. We actually want to make Plexel here East and Hackney Wick known as like being the East London Bitcoin Center with what we're doing. And everything about our Introducer program is helping you guys earn more capital, earn a secondary income without requiring a capital input. And one thing that we're actually really proud about, it sounds really boring to speak about, but so much horsepower goes into making things simple, right? So our onboarding process, the way the application looks, how easy the application is to utilize. I know from you guys' perspective, it just seems, okay, yeah, cool, it's pretty basic, it works. But so much pain and headache goes into that from the design team to make sure it is as such. So I hope you guys really have a nice, slick, seamless experience and you think the same and feel the same. And execution is everything, right? So right now, this is the experience that you can expect to have and to see. And with our application, the main features now is literally just buying and selling crypto. But anyone who has the application leading up to our next application, there's something very special that's going to be baked into that, which is kind of tied into the next slide. Okay. So how do we take Bitcoin mainstream? Truly mainstream. I'm sure everyone in this room has heard about NFTs, okay? I'm sure everyone in this room has heard about the crazy fees NFTs has created, so Ethereum and all of these other platforms, okay? I'm very proud to say that what we have developed is not only an amazing NFT solution, it's possible because we took a very holistic approach, right? We had to do the boring stuff first, go down the banking, financial route, the regulated route. That allowed us to build a foundation so the more fun things we can execute better, swifter, easier. This is just some visualizations of our NFT exchange. So this is just a visualization of our homepage. We've also got our buy section and our auction example. You'll notice on the designs, which for the most part are signed off now, we are going to be pricing everything in GBP. Right? We just want things to be simple. We want things to be normal. We want crypto to be what it is, a payment option, right? A way to lubricate what it is that you want and what it is that you want to get access to, which is the artist creation, or say, for instance, your favorite album cover or your favorite movie being minted, right? Now, there are huge differences, though, right, in terms of our implementation and other implementations. Now, the top platforms right now, you've got OpenSea and you've got Rarible, right? If you want to mint on these platforms, create an NFT on these platforms, you're looking at anywhere between $60 to $100, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, these slides, this one in particular, this was done about 2 months ago. I know these fees are higher, right? But around $60 to $100, $200 to $600 of Rarible. On our solution, no bullshit, 2 to 5 cents, right, to mint an NFT. The difference is that is clap-worthy, 100%. The difference in this is what we're utilizing is the original version of Bitcoin, how Bitcoin was truly designed at the very beginning to be a place that eats data, that organizes data in chronological timestamps to make sure that someone like us, a house like us, can build on top of it and provide the world reliability, right? My job, I'm kind of known as like the Bitcoin guy, the crypto guy. This next phase of what we're doing, that's not really what the role is. Our job now is to build a house for mainstream, right? To stop just being the Bitcoin guy or the crypto guy, just build something that works, right? Now, the way that I want everyone to think about NFTs and the experience of NFTs is if you come to the Gravity house, or you go to any house, right? You want to see the kitchen, you want to see the garden, you want to see the bedroom, you want to check out the normal things. I guarantee no one in this room, when you viewed a house to buy or to rent, has ever asked about the size, dimensions, or the plumbing. You shouldn't care, right? Because all the plumbing system is in this example are the underlying blockchains. None of you should care. If it's Bitcoin, if it's Ethereum, none of you should care. The only thing that you should care about is if you make something, can I wash my hands, can I wash my plate? If I go to the toilet, with a toilet flush, right? In these experiences on these houses, you can't have that experience. You've always got to worry about the plumbing messing up on you, right? And then you've got to pay to sort it out, and you've got to call the plumber to sort it out. With the Gravity solution, we've taken that away, and we can actually say last week, we done two things that are significant. One is we will set a challenge in order to create a 1 gigabyte NFT, which there has never been a gigabyte NFT ever created. There's never been a gigabyte file ever put on a blockchain. Anyone in this room that can debunk that, by all means, put your hand up and debunk me. We were told by a client who's looking to do it on Ethereum, it will be $100,000 in fees to do a 1 gig NFT, right? So the scaling problem becomes a bitch, right, when you start to do things that are beyond the norm. Not only did we say we can do it, we proved that we can do it, and that 1 gig NFT is on the Bitcoin blockchain today, and it cost $800 in fees. That's the difference. You come to our house, you flush the toilet, it works, right? That's it, and that's the pitch. It's as simple as that. So now, to think about that more importantly, what does that really mean? Our role to be the financial house is to cover the primitives, right? My team needs to cover primitives, zeros and ones, the basics, that allows humanity to create the dexterity from the primitives. Because if I create a technology platform that makes the cost of creation so low, that makes the security so safe and secure, that makes the solvency of the institution easily be validated, right? Then you guys create the value, and I just got to be the house that banks the value. It gives you a safe place to house that value, right? Because I can't possibly fathom, and my team can't possibly fathom, what you guys might want to create. That's the beautiful thing about being human. There's incredible dexterity in our creation. So as long as we keep it minimal and the cost of creation very minimal, guess what? I get to see what humanity can create. If your fees are $100, $200, guess what? An African entrepreneur or artist can never create an NFT. They need an upfront investment before they can create something. I don't think that's what Bitcoin technology was meant to be about, as most certainly not the implementation that we are building here at Bitstocks. Now, in terms of implementation, this is a little sneak preview of the Gravity ID application. So NFTs psychologically are fundamentally different to cryptocurrencies that you're investing in and trading in, right? So with Gravity ID, this is going to be your digital black box on the blockchain. And this is where you're going to be storing your NFT collection. Now I'm going to give one little nugget. What we've developed with this solution would be for any of the influencers in the room. I don't want any of you pointing people to outside places. If your density is on Instagram, if your density is on TikTok, if your density is on Snapchat, you should be able to put your NFT on your Instagram and say, scan me and buy me. That's what the Gravity ID solution will enable and allow. It will allow you to market directly to where your density actually is, right? And the reason why we can do these solutions is, again, we've not only chosen the right plumbing system, but we've built a house, we've gone through all the regulatory rigmarole that enables us ultimately to do so. Now, I think I'm getting the evils on timing, right? So, look, I'm going to be back on stage, so I'm going to say thank you again for everyone being here right now. I have many opportunities in order to do that. But the next stage is way more exciting than me. So we have a performer who's going to come on stage and spit some freaking bars, I assume on BSV and about BSV, well not on BSV, about BSV. Mandeep, guys. Okay.
Thank you, Michael, for the introduction, for that beautiful speech, and thank you, Bitstocks, for hosting a beautiful event at a beautiful time, at a crucial point for the Bitcoin world and the world of NFTs, transparent finance, and all of that. We've got 3 tracks to perform today, part of the first EP released on the original Bitcoin protocol. This first track is called BSV. It's a play on DNA by Kendrick Lamar. I'm going to get straight into it. Hope you enjoy it. I got tendies, I got tokens building on my BSV. I get paid in micropayments every day on BSV. I don't stress about transaction speed or fees on BSV. I just stretch and accumulate NFTs on BSV. It's been war like this for long, like since the fork we lost respect in, but we bored out in performance since the Genesis event. February 2020, this that force you cannot stop. Jack just tokenized my socks, this that. I got millions, I got riches building on my BSV. I got innovation and utility on BSV. I'm not saying there's time for complacency on BSV. I'm just seeing the way that the world could be on BSV. Listen, imagine getting paid online for the worth of your work without any adverts. Imagine seeing every penny the government is spending from your tax returns. Imagine seeing that and still thinking this is all of us. I figured out how you work, figured out who you are, figured out you's a stupid bitch. You probably just capitulate on BSV. A little bit before it's gigabits we get on BSV. Because Craig ain't the savior for whom you wish and hope and dream. You lack the capacity to look past the bullshit that you read. See my pedigree, definitely don't tolerate that dumb propaganda. If you can then buddy, you might be a chump. I tried Core, Cardano, Algo, Ether, Dot, Solana, EOS. These were all attempts at tech. It seems that can't be used at scale or speed. Just yeah. Use your BSV. Prove your work, feed your family to collect your BSV. Regarding price, it's only time before it blows like TNT. A steady rise that won't be steady by year 2023. And I'm gonna rise, but rest assured I've got my freedom all unlocked. I don't rely on no one God. I got my Bitcoin off Bitstocks. You can call it what you want. Call it truth or call it love. Either way, we have a protocol that could improve it, but... Core and developers made it irrelevant. I bring a spear to a room full of elephants. Tell me something, you motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. I'd rather nothing but lies on the news. I know the reason why Gap been removed. I know the reason it ain't nothing new. I know it's always the way with us petty humans. When there's power at stake, scammers get to moving. Petty cash on the plate, they accrue it. Even if our faith in the lay in ruin, they will do it. Pair to pair with the middleman ain't improving. Empty promises and they never do it. And they never do it. They're delayed by a decade, what could have been great. Waste of time and a resource of too many chains. I take a moment to think about what could have been great. I thank the Lord has been saved from them who stole the protocol. Meant for anybody, whether rich or poor, ruined it for their petty little gain. History will shame all the fucking core. It's a civil war in the modern age. Nothing really changed from the days of yore. This is Gettysburg on July the 4th. Watch a massacre happen by your law. You ain't even good enough to copy mine. I don't need a lawyer or a copyright. Core block smaller than a floppy disk. God is gonna punish everybody's lies. You'll be puppy-eyed at a minute price. Isn't selling humankind enough for stifling with a limit on the megabytes you can fit in. Nah. Yeah. Bless up, appreciate that. So there's some pretty dense like Bitcoin, hash war, civil war related mythology and history in that. If you got it, you got it. You know who you are. Big up the OG builders in the room. I see Diddy, I see Nick, I see Chris, I see all you man out there. Bless up. On to the next track. This one's unreleased. We're going to slow it down a little bit. We're talking harmony, take humankind into a harmony, put you and I into a harmony. More truth than light, just prove your work and you'll do just fine. When it's harmony, take humankind into a harmony, put you and I into a harmony. More truth than light, just prove your work and you'll do just fine. Imagine a world where crime don't pay, because if they profit off of pain, they can't hide their ways. Imagine how many lives that saves. Imagine a world where you get taxed and see exactly what it was for which you paid. We could see through the deceitful games that our leaders are keen to play. Not long ago they put slaves in them chains, then it was factory slaving away. Anything that you want that the powerful desire they will gain. Nowadays it's the attention you pay. They sailed on their boats, and now they surf on the web, selling me for millions to the highest bidder while barely paying me a cent. They're profiting off the property that really is ours, taking my personal data, putting it in the clouds. When it rains and it pours, they be standing around to bottom my product and try to sell it back to the crowd. Devils and demons are dwelling in the shadow and shrouds. Ledger for everybody upon the planet allowed to see our evil and keep our evil in check. I don't see us being free until the day that we get a hold of our money. Take humankind into a star money, put humankind into a harmony. More truth than light, just prove your work and you'll do just fine. When it's our money, take humankind into a star money, put you and I into a harmony. More truth than light, just prove your work and you'll do fine. I met this woman on Monday. We were talking during our lunch break. She told me her family's from Zimbabwe. They came west, I ain't talking about Kanye. Told me about heartbreak under Robert Mugabe. Infinite money, they printed it in the fast way. Hyperinflation, they had debt that they can't pay. They lost their house, their money, all because of some corrupt bureaucrats that would fudge the numbers to fund wars and bureaucratical dumbness. The business that her dad built went under. He flew to escape genocide and hunger. Took a flight to London, said goodbye to the sun. The government left no trail but the trails of blood. If we all had one paper to write upon, we could see what corrupt crooks are up to, like when they put them slaves in the chains. Take your money, then inflate it away. Anything that you want that the powerful desire they will take. Nowadays it's the attention you pay. They sailed on their boats, and now they surf on the web. Telling me for the millions to the highest bidder, but barely paying me a cent. Let me talk about the our money. Take humankind into a star money, put you and I into a harmony. More truth than light, just prove your work and you'll do fine. When it's our money, take humankind into a star money, put you and I into a harmony. More truth than light, just prove your work and you'll do fine. Lawrence Wilkins on the guitar. We're talking about our money, take humankind into a star money, put you and I into a harmony. More truth than light, just prove your work and you'll do fine. When it's our money, take humankind into a star money, put you and I into a harmony. More truth than light, just prove your work and you'll do fine. Big ups, appreciate it. You guys are the first people to hear that besides us two. It's Lawrence and all the production and the programming. Big up for him. This guy's work ethic is beautiful. The work ethic itself is the art. The work is the art. Thank you, Michael, for inspiring that track. It's all about transparency, truth, and light. Big ups yourself. We're moving on to the last number of this evening. Then you have a wonderful night of more talks and more music to enjoy. You've been an incredible audience. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate the opportunity. Truly humbled, truly warmed in my belly. Thanks. This one's featuring Zatoshi on the keys, if you know Zatoshi. Big Man Z, that's him on piano. Anyone into garage? Me too. Let me tell you a story about a guy called Trader Joe. He had big dreams of making dough. He read about BTC on the BBC, but he wasn't that good a trader though. He'd sell the support and then buy the resistance. He lost all of his gains in an instant, getting OK wrecked on OKX, hoping Elon might be the one to save him. He's a shitcoin shill, doesn't have a clue what it is he wants to build. And even if he did, it wouldn't matter still, because his protocol doesn't work too well. He bought the dip and it kept on dipping. It's digital gold, they kept on flipping. When he checked on Twitter, he talks about the tech, but he doesn't even know about the block size limit. He's stupid, he didn't do his due diligence. Too busy looking for a few million. He's online fighting and trying to protect a white paper that he has still not read. He's stupid, he didn't do his due diligence. Too busy looking for a few million. Trying to get rich quick, but he ain't done shit but sit back and wait for the Ponzi. Let me tell you about the SV Chad, building a Bitcoin SV app. When the market dips, he's laughing at it, working and earning the SV cash. Hard at work in his SV pad, with an SV wife and an SV life, driving around in an SUV. Yes, indeed, he's an SV dad, taking his destiny by hand, and he's carving a Bitcoin SV plan. No way, they got shitcoins to get rich, building a business brick by hand like TDXP, Twitch and Cash, Relay X or Satoshi's. That's art on chain of the Bitstocks fam, building a Bitcoin SV land, building a rocket to the moon for his kids, building a better world for humans to live. He's online fighting and trying to protect a white paper that he has still not read. He's building a rocket to the moon for his kids, building a better world for humans. He's got a big idea with big blocks to match core cocks and not hack the SV Chad. It's the SV Chad. It's the SV Chad. Big idea with big blocks to match core cocks cannot hack the SV Chad. It's the SV Chad. Yes, yes, it's the SV Chad. Got a big idea with big blocks to match core cocks cannot hack the SV Chad. Core cocks cannot hack the SV Chad. The SV Chad. Yeah. Core cocks cannot hack the SV Chad. Transaction throughput really matters, as do minor economics. Core cocks cannot hack the SV Chad. The SV Chad. It's the SV Chad. Yeah. Core cocks cannot hack the SV. Appreciate that. Big love, everybody. My name's Mandeep. This is Lawrence Wilkins. That was free tracks from the Bitcoin AP. Welcome to Bitstocks. Welcome to Gravity. Have an incredible night. Bless up. Learn and love. Peace.
Guys, Mandeep, fucking legend, absolute legend. That, I assume, NFT? Yeah, NFT?
Available on Relay X, all of that.
Come on. Whoa, you got to hold that for the Gravity platform. No, Relay X here. Cut out the stream. Sorry, Jack. Cut out the stream. We got it. Right, so we are a very philosophically driven brand. Sorry, can you crack me up? A very philosophically driven company. I'm going to play another video, and it's our app release video, and it's got a theme. So everything to do with Bitstocks as a brand since 2014, we've always baked in encrypted messages into our logos, into our social media content, into my talks. In fact, quite famously, people make fun of me about squares and circles because I seem to bake in geometry into pretty much everything it is that we do. But I love to hide things in plain sight. So as a company, we are very much inspired by geometry, sacred numbers, numerology, cosmology. I guess you could kind of guess that, the fact that we are called Gravity. Even that in itself will have meaning that will keep on unpacking itself as the years go by, and people understand more and more why these guys are called Gravity and why they're so bullish on humanity in different and weird, quirky ways. But this next video is very much inspired by Platonic solids, and I highly, in fact, I'm actually asking and requesting everyone to get your phone out towards the end and make sure you scan the QR code at the end. Sven, if you don't mind cueing the last video. Right, guys, it's been such a long journey, what seems like it for us, to get to this stage and get to this point. And this stage of what we're building with Bitstocks and Gravity is the part where it's all about being consciously connected, and this is where we start welcoming people on board who we feel are going to help extend the mission, who resonate with the mission, and can help us propel and push this mission forward. Some of you might have realized that there was a certain individual that's quite recognizable in our app promo video. Stevo, are you still in the room? Brother, if you want to quickly come up on stage for me. Go. Don't worry, I'm not going to put you in a hot spot.
Yes. How you doing, right?
Margie. So Stevo is actually one of our first founding ambassadors with Bitstocks and Gravity. He came down to the office and we demonstrated what it is that we're building. And I think, safe to say, resonated.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think you should scream it.
I think most
Or we get a little
importantly,
bit
I
close.
looked
We get a
into
little-
your eyes and saw, wow, innit? Although you look good today, I like the shirt.
Thank you, mate.
I wouldn't have done
I
this
made
shirt
effort for
today,
you.
but no, I wouldn't have done this one today. To be
Hold it a
honest
little
with
bit tight now, Steve.
you. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
But I looked into your eyes, honestly, and I saw like what you was trying to get from this and for the people. And that's the most important thing for me. Like in my own world, my social media world, my first thought was always the people. You know what I mean? So when I saw that with you, plus the actual
madness,
what's going on, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was a given, you know what I mean? So yeah, there you go.
Check one. Inside.
And Steve is now going to spit some freestyles.
Let's go. Let's get about Bitstocks.
No, but for real, honestly, man, it's an honor for you to have me here, have me a
pleasure,
part
bro.
of this. And for me, I always say, when people ask me about this, I always say, I didn't want to miss out on the new internet. That's how I see it, you know what I mean? So everyone in here, for sure, is here early and you're clued up.
You're going to be literally the first, not to just a new internet, that new internet is officially the metanet, right? And that's the world that we're now entering. You guys are going to see Stevo's face, not just like this, but maybe digitized in a special way, along with a variety of others. So
You might see me doing more feature videos as well.
Yeah.
No, I
True
liked
that.
it.
No, 100%,
I like that well.
100%. Yeah, I'll get you breakfast again as well.
Yeah. Big up, man.
Right, G, thank you so much,
He
man. Guys,
charged me for the
Stevo.
breakfast, man.
I should have. So last performance of the evening, and then we'll be rounding things up. Bea Anderson.
Okay, hi guys, my name is Bea Anderson, and it's a pleasure to be here, honestly. I'm going to do 2 songs of mine. They're from my debut EP. I dropped it in May this year. So, yeah, if you want to check me out, my name is Bea Anderson. You can find me on every platform at just Bea Anderson, and my handles are at It's Bea Anderson, ITSBEA Anderson. Is that all right, guys? Yeah? All right, so guys, I can't lie here. When I perform, I like to do like a bit of interaction. So I'm not going to do it on the first song, but for the second song, please don't leave me hanging. I beg of you, please. Don't just look in my face. Like if I say, I'll sing back, don't just look at me, please, guys. Thank you in advance. I gave it all up in the name of love. Didn't last when I gave it up for you. Before loving me, I think I loved you. I take my heart back to heal it. It took a while, but now I learned my lesson. I stop obsessing over imperfections. The love I deserve, I'll give to me first and fall. For not the good bits and summer nights, the heights and the falls. Oh, not the laughter and starry eyes, heartburns and all. Oh, love will be our guide. Fears to one side, oh, I deserve a love that's devoted to every single side of love. Oh. Sorry. I'm gonna come again with the second verse, hold on. I see love and regrets in the same room. No make no sense, no make the past go dwell inside you. Believe in love and its power, and that's my desire to see you. Oh, you dash for anything when I serve you in this life. Give yourself the chance to now rise to what you rise. 'Cause you deserve a love more precious than treasure. A love that stands for not the good bits in summer nights, the heights and the falls, oh, not the laughter and starry eyes, heart parts and oh, love will be our guide. Fears to one side, oh, I deserve a love that's devoted to every single side of love. Not the good bits and summer nights, the heights and the falls, oh, not the laughter and starry eyes, heart parts and oh, love will be our guide. Fears to one side, oh, I deserve a love that's devoted to every single side of love. Thank you, guys. All right, let me fix this mic stand. Hold on. Let me fix this mic stand. There we go. 1, 2, there we go. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. All right, so the next song I'm going to do, last song I'm going to do, is a song called Easy. And Easy was the first song that I released. And so about a month ago, I found it. So I'm an independent artist. This is the first year that I've ever released music. And about a month ago, no label, no nothing behind me. Just one day I was like, yeah, do you know what? This is the year. I'm going to do it. So yeah, why not? But yeah, so about a month ago, I don't really check like stats and stuff. Music, it can give you a lot of anxiety. And I found out that my debut single had hit 1 million streams on its Spotify. I was so like, pat on my back, proper. To have like no backing as an independent artist, I was so proud of myself. And this is my first time performing it. So this is why you have to sing with me when I ask you to sing back. Thank you, guys. Can I get a little bit more guitar, please? Perfect, thank you. All right, so at the end of this song, I'm just going to do a little call and response thing. So it's not that deep, don't worry, guys. But when I say, easy, so easy, so easy, so easy. So when I sing, I said it's so easy. You go say, easy. Yeah, guys? That's right, that's right. So let's test it out here, guys. Let's test it out, okay? I said it's so easy. So easy. No. Louder, guys, come. So easy. So easy. I said it's so easy. So easy. So easy. So easy. Perfect, guys. Last night I dreamt of me entering a scene, and the person I came home to was you. And the house, it was a home, a place where we belonged. Woke up and prayed it'll come true. Also it wouldn't be a dream, and reality leads me right into the arms of you. In you I found my home, call me your own. I'm honored to call you mine too. Oh, step by step, I'll take you through every little bit of me, a bit of you. All together we can do what we never knew we could. We should, 'cause it's so easy to fall in love with somebody like you. I said it's so easy to fall in love with somebody like you. Oh, I said it's so easy to fall in love with somebody like you. Oh, it's so easy. And I want to. You give me what I need, oh baby. Without touching me in a mercy, you give me butterflies. And if our souls entwined, I won't be surprised. Oh, step by step, I'll take you through every little bit of me, a bit of you. All together we can do what we never knew we could. We should. Cause it's so easy to fall in love with somebody like you. I said it's so easy to fall in love with somebody like you. Oh, I said it's so easy to fall in love with somebody like you. Oh, it's so easy. It's so easy to fall in love with somebody like you. I said it's so easy to fall in love with somebody like you. Oh, I said it's so easy to fall in love with somebody like you. Oh, it's so easy to fall in love with somebody like you. And I want to. I said it's so easy. No, guys. Let's try that again. I said it's so easy. So easy. So easy. So easy. I said it's so easy. So easy. So easy. So easy. Thank you, guys.
You slayed that. Absolutely slayed that. NFTs too? NFTs too? No? No, we'll get you there. Okay, soon come. Ladies, gents, I just want to say thank you so much. We're not a company, we are a mission, and a mission means nothing if we don't have people to join us on the mission, which you're all part of. So you are all officially walking out of this building as Gravity ambassadors, whether you like it or not. And guys, honestly, please just spread the word. We are, well, I don't want to say we're one of the few people in the crypto space trying to wave the transparency flag and the tech flag, but it's not easy. And it's not easy to do it playing strictly by the rules. But it's one thing that I keep saying as of recent is there's one reason why we all appreciate Cristiano Ronaldo as the GOAT. It's because he got to that point of excellence playing by the fucking rules, right? The crypto space and what it's doing is not something that we completely resonate with. We appreciate the ingenuity and the ideas, but not necessarily the childish antics of the execution. We very much have the CR7 approach. You're still wearing that number, right? CR7 approach to Bitcoin and crypto. Guys, welcome to the Gravity Party. Welcome to the mission. We see you here real soon for the next event. It's going to be bananas. All your names mean something on our guest list for that next event too. And I imagine you probably already realize it's more than likely not going to be NFT related. Guys, have an amazing evening. I hope you've all got fuel. Take care.